back. Those will squeeze. First of all, I need on behalf of the Rabbi and Rebbitzin to thank everyone who's been here today, who's come. And as we mentioned earlier, that what they really wanted to do was celebrate, not with the entire world, but with their family, with their immediate family, the Young Israel family, and their extended Lower East Side community family. And I'm afraid to single out individuals, but I know they're very touched by everyone, Roshei Yeshiva, community leaders, Rabbeim who've come today, some who've come out of rehab recently and struggled to get here. It meant a lot, and it means a lot to them that you're all here. There is a story actually in the Soloveitchik dynasty about a Rav who came into town, and the older members of the Soloveitchik dynasty, Rav comes into town, and it's first time coming in, and the entourage is with him, and the town comes out to greet the Rav. And there's fanfare and everything, and it's all wonderful. And then a little bit behind the Rav is actually the Rebbitzin, with an entourage of her own and those who were accompanying her, and showing kavod and showing respect. People come out and they run to greet the Rebbitzin as well. And the way the story is told is that there's one individual with a bit of an attitude and some opinion, and as individuals like that are prone to speak a little bit louder than they should, and they mentioned that they understood that they went out to greet the Rav. Kavod Torah, it's wonderful. The Rebbitzin? Pasnasht, that they're going out to greet the Rebbitzin? Well, it appears based upon the volume, the Rebbitzin heard. And the Rebbitzin went over very gently, and the way I heard the story, the Rebbitzin went over very gently and said, you know how it is, you come to the Rav, because sometimes you need direction, perhaps a little bit correction, and therefore you come and give honor. You come to the Rav, that's why you go to the Rav. Well, sometimes the Rav needs direction and perhaps a little correction, and he then comes to me. If I can ask if everyone can please give their attention to Rebbitzin Siff.
Serving the Young Israel of Manhattan for our 50th year, joined by our children who all grew up here, and their families who now come along to cheer among you, our extended family, each of whom to us is so dear. So many memories pass through my mind. To talk about each of them would diminish the tissue supply. But first and foremost, we must thank Hashem for all of the brachas to us He does extend. Thanks to the administrations, present and past, for being outstanding supporting casts. We're sure no one would mind at all if we single out one, Gary, we call. The event today is a brainchild of his, as are many other ideas on the Young Israel list. Warmest thanks to each of you who came today. Your presence is really more meaningful than words can say. As two out-of-towners embarking on a rabbinical career, we knew we'd do best in a small town sphere. So we chose New York. Big city, you say? But the Lower East Side is unique in this way. People are genuine, relationships firm, as is respect for the rabbi and the desire to learn. We've grown with 4 generations of families right here. Many milestones in lives we've shared, far and near. Weddings, in town and out, bar mitzvahs, brisim, levayas, dinners, conventions, concerts, and such, all have impacted our lives very much. Sisterhood game nights may be a thing of the past, but our Sefer Torah until Mashiach will last. I know you did not come to listen to me, and time is fleeting, as we all can see. I'm here as the Azer and the extension of the Rab we all love. And with each word, I appeal to the one above. May all of us be granted all that it takes to continue our mission until Moshiach overtakes.
Rabbi, on this occasion of the beginning of the 50th year of leadership of our Rabbi and Rebbitzin, it is truly my greatest honor and privilege and pleasure to introduce what we now know has been coined by the Lubavitcher Rebbe Zatzal as a soldier in God's army, our Moreh D'Asra, Harav Yeshaya David Siff.
Shlita, Shiva, Rosh Shiva, members of the family, ladies and gentlemen. My text is the message my wife just read. She wrote it. She had, I can't say more time, more ability, more obedience, Sarah, to understand. This is Torsh Baksav. I just want to add a little Torsh Balpeh. Going over it, I say in the end, she needed a few tissues, and so do I. Fortunately. First of all, I happen to like drushes. I like this to Torah. And the beautiful Torah we heard today inspired me, elevated me. The fact some of it was about me, I take with a grain of salt. But the people who so eloquently, so beautifully spoke, Divrei Torah and Divrei Emes, is to me so incredible. The love and the warmth, the friendship, which turned into love. All of these speakers certainly affected me unquestionably. I know that we were Zocha in one of the earlier dinners to receive personal greetings and letters from the 3 Gedolim who influenced my life and impacted upon my life and that of my wife, the team. And as Rabbi Kiva said, of course, you all know, Sheli, That you all know. It's not trite, it's meaningful, it's true. The fact that the three speakers took the time, the effort to come to speak in a very busy day, Yom Tainus Sibor. The Rosh Yeshiva have yeshivas with normally they have a mincha there. Don't know what's going to be. That is not a davakotten at all. They're so humble. We're gathered here to commemorate the Young Israel's 50th, not Young Israel's, our relationship with the Young Israel 50 years. 50 years is a yovel. I'll speak about that very briefly in a few moments. Joined with our family, grew up here. I remember we came here. We always expected, I intended to be a Rav from my youth, inspired by the Rabbi, that you have to be Marbitz Torah and bring people close to Yiddishkeit, and that's what's meaningful in life. But I always expected to go to a small town. I come from a small town comparatively, Worcester, Massachusetts. My wife, McKeesport, Pennsylvania. I always viewed a small community in New England, perhaps in Connecticut, in Worcester, in Massachusetts, where we could create warm personal relationships, and where we could be part of a community of people who were genuine and real people. And then, when a Shemayim call came, "Are you interested in congregation on the Lower East Side?" Lower East Side? Where's that? I remember Vic Geller, sang the Gesund. He said, "Take out a map and look. There's two congregations available, one in Miami, Florida, Burl Wine just left, and one in Lower East Side." He said, "Take a map and we'll see which one is closer." Okay. I came here knowing very little about it. I knew the Hochbaum family, very little about the East Side. But we found a warm, genuine, friendly community of real people. We became part of that community, part of a shul that began before me. I was chosen to fill the shoes of a giant, a spiritual giant, who was dovek in Torah and Yiddishkeit, yet understood the modern young society, younger people. And the Ribbonei Shel Olam gave us a bracha of being together. Such wonderful people. I don't want to go over the past. I'll start crying. We have members here, many people here. There's still some people, Baruch Hashem. I mentioned yesterday at the Shabbos Shuvah Drasha, still we have people. 3 of the people at the Shabbos Shuvah Drasha were there 50 years ago. We have the schus of the children and grandchildren who have grown up here, to have the privilege, and I have to tell you, my wife and myself both say that if I say Shali v'Shalechem Shalohi, I can tell you this event is simply the more inspiration, the idea, the thought, the good. a goy and everything. Implementation, of course, is Gary Ambrose. And I can't tell you. That's symbolic of the blessing that we have here. I can't tell you. In every way. My wife said it. She put it in words, poetically. Every way, let me tell you. Simply, merely having contact. He's an example. A very, very forward example. Perhaps the paragon of what an East Sider is. East Sider is a person, dovuk in Torah, in Yiddishkeit, in Harposas HaTorah in so many ways, in Chesed. And that, as Rav Khan Shlita said, that Rabbi Chaim said, on his tombstone, by the way, you know what's written there? All he wanted, Rav HaChesed, not Goy Noilam, etc., etc. Chaim, Rav Ben, what's his father's name? Yosef Dov, Chaim Yosef Dov, Rav HaChesed. And we found here Chesed. Chesed so ingrained in the entire community, in the people. We've been so fortunate. The Rabbanim here came, Rabbanim, Gedolei Olam, so precious, I can't tell you. Unfortunately, some Rabbanim are not here anymore. I was looking at the friendship, which is above and beyond. From Nisan, Sagor Brocha. And we were zocher to a community where our children went to our yeshivas, Rosh Yeshiva Shlita, in the first Yerushalayim. Our children went there. Our grandchildren are going there. And now I'm there. Our daughters, again, Rav Khan, he spoke about the Eza Kenegdo. His Eza Kenegdo is so, so incredible, who built and maintains the Beis Yaakov, again, where my daughters went, and my grandchildren go, and a community where we could live together with the people, of all types. And therefore, the bracha that we've had is so great. We have to say, Hodul Hashem ki tov ki lam chasto. I said that before, but I have to say it, the Halil HaGodel, for all the chesed that Ribono Shel Olam did for us and does for us. I want to say that in the Torah, we have a 50th year, of course, you know. Today, some people asked, you only finished 49 years. You're right. This is the 50th year. But you know, when the Torah says, V'kidashtem es shnas hachamishim, V'kidashtem, Chazal say, at the very beginning, from Rosh Hashanah on, you proclaim that it is the Shnas HaChamishim. Not at the end. The end is all over. All done with. No more. At the beginning, on Rosh Hashanah itself, Bezdin, a mitzvah in Bezdin, who counted 49 years, the Bezdin HaGodol. And then they counted the 50th on Rosh Hashanah, and nothing happened. Nothing happened. Except Avodim were niftorim from the balabatim, from the owners, and they were ochlim, b'shosim, Torah al rashehem, the crowns on their heads. Crowns, they fulfilled Ratzon Hashem. They're going free. They want to be Avodim. But they have a crown now. They fulfilled Ratzon Hashem. And that's what counts. On Yom Kippurim, they sounded a shofar. And that shofar was a mitzvah in Bezdin. The Rambam said it's a mitzvah I'll call Yochid v'Yochid. Every Yochid had a chiyuv to sound the shofar on that Rosh Hashanah. on Yom Kippur, because that was a time that every individual had the achrayus. And so we are celebrating together with a magnificent family. Gary mentioned also that we didn't want this to be a, I say, public, the papers, etc. Didn't invite outside people. Family, yes, but outside people, I felt that this is our own simcha. Simcha ours with the young Israel community, young Israel family, the Eastside family, with whom we had connections and impacted us, and Ben Zocher. But it's the beginning. We feel that this is not, it's all over, chas v'shalom. There's much, much more to do, much, much more to accomplish, much, much more to, more chesed, more Torah, more avodas Hashem, more yeshamayim, more dveikus b'Hashem. Men and women together. It just so happens, you know, I can't really see the women. I feel bad about that. The old shul, you could see everyone, but I know they're there. I can see them slightly through the mechitza. I know they're there. We didn't hear them, but Baruch Hashem. And men and women, children, older, younger, one tzibur of young Israel, and one tzibur of the Lower East Side. Lower East Side, we're here. And let's appreciate the brachos we have. We appreciate the brachos we had. We appreciate the brachos of the past. We appreciate the brachos of the present. We appreciate the brachos of the future. And together, let's continue. Ba'ahava, b'reus, and friendship and warmth. We pledge ourselves to do whatever we can, in every way we can, for whoever we can, to try to spread Yiddishkeit and continue Yiddishkeit. Bli neder b'kol shvua. Necessary to make shuva. But we're on call. Gary gave a phone number, but whatever it may be. Thank you from the very bottom of our hearts, myself and my wife. Appreciate it. HaKadosh Baruch Hu should give all of us Ksiva v'chasima tova. Today it's some Gedalia. We are bemoaning the past, doing tshuva for anything we may not have done, and looking forward to Bias Mashiach Tzidkenu B'Korov Mamish. Amen.
Thank you very much. Thank you to our Magidei Shiurim who came today, the Rosh Yeshiva, everybody who graced and honored the Rabbi and Rebbetzin with their presence. Thank you so much. I'm a little embarrassed. The Rabbi said he did not want it to be a premature hesped about him. The last thing I wanted it for it to be a premature hesped about me. A gesund gebenchtja to everyone. We will daven mincha in 3 minutes.